Okay, hi guys. This is my playlist that I'm going to listen to while I do this. And this is our board what it looks like in IE. As you can see in IE, it looks a little bit different. We have some red lines here that we have to get rid of that I didn't think about last time. So we're going to go and do that. And if you can see it in Firefox, you'll see that it doesn't have those lines. So those lines, if you look at them, they're showing up around table border. So we're going to go into our CSS and fix that. And okay, so it's set to that color, and we want it to be the same as row 4, which is this 4-7 color. So we are going to change that. And there we go. So we edit that. Since I'm using an add-on in Firefox in order to see the color, or in order to see it in Internet Explorer, it takes a little bit longer to load, but it's a really nice add-on. You should check it out. Also, if you notice when it was loading, the background color was still that red. So I'm going to change it to this 4-2 color, and that's going to be right where it says body. And we're going to change that background because it takes an image longer to load than a color, so your color is going to show up for a few seconds before your image loads, and it's kind of tacky if you have a color that doesn't really match your skin at all. So we go there, and that time we didn't have that issue. Alrighty. Now something that you guys asked about last time was description.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, these colors right here are what's gonna, control the description. So, it's DESC is what you want to look for. And it should be .DESC, bracket, font size, 10 pixels, color, whatever color you want the text to be, and then another bracket. You can also set the font size if you want it to be smaller than the default. A lot of people really like the description of your forms to be really small, but other people find it really distracting, so that's personal preference really. The next thing you want to do is over where these usernames are, down at the bottom. This property is the thin property, so you want to look up thin in your CSS. So I use this handy tool down here, and it's set right now to have a border top and a border bottom, and I find that really, really hideous. So I take out the border completely, and I give it a background color, and we're going to make it the same color. Let's see. The same color as this title medium. So give me a second while I look up that color. It's really easy if you have your colors already there to just go and compare colors instead of like trying to find a whole new color. Kind of really annoying. Okay. Save that. Take a look at it. Okay, so right now we have this is the color we want it. But I think that's a little too light, so instead of doing that, I want to make it the same color as my main table, which is this background color right here. And you'll notice that there's a heck of a lot of padding on it. See how there's so much space from the top to where the username starts? So, we're going to make our padding top. So it's padding colon, and then it goes top, right, bottom, left. So the top is only, I'm going to change it to 2. And then leave those as 0. I don't like how it does the line height, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to leave the margin how it is. And then I'm going to text dash align colon center semicolon.
And then I'll show you what that does. Basically it just centers the text. And now we see that this is centered. It looks fabulous. You can do a bunch of other things. You can make all of your usernames uppercase. So if you want to get that uppercase look, which is really trendy on the boards right now, don't ask me why, you can just put that into your thin property coding and it's going to be automatic. So it's kind of convenient if people register wrong or if you just like that look. Okay, so that's that. What I want to do right now is I told you to do submenu display none. And I'm going to teach you how to make a menu for that. So, in order to see our menu and gather our links, we're going to want to take that submenu display out. We can't talk today. So we're just going to say, we're just going to take that whole thing out. Gone, gone, gone. Okay, let's see what it does. And it's back. Alright, so you probably want to open up a notepad because that's really the easiest way. I use Notepad too. It's really nice because if you look like this, text, I don't know, it gives you the line numbers and it also color codes the coding for you, which you'll see later. So anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. So you want to see your portal, because that's a link that you're going to need. So you copy your portal link, say portal or something. You're also going to want your board rules, and board rules don't show up naturally. So you have to go to system settings here and then go to board guidelines and click yes, call them rules, testing, submit changes. Alright, so then you're going to restart and now you see that rules is right here. I always like to, when I make my menus, I want to give them every single option that they could possibly have, because I mean if they want to take it out they can take it out, but it's harder for them to add the links in there themselves because they aren't coding gurus. I can't talk. We're going to ignore it, okay? So that's help. Basically I'm just collecting all of these links. Search. It's also really useful when you give them your links, you don't want it to be the same as the board that you're working with, because then they're going to link back to you. You want to be like, you want to put a fake link in, so, sorry I have too many windows. It'd be like http://z#.envisionfree.com/your board name here /index.php blah blah blah. That way they're not always going back to your board, but I mean that's personal preference really. So members, calendar, okay, so then you have your portal, rules, help, search, members, and calendar, and that should be it. Alright, as you can see, we haven't finished coding our skin, so some of these links look really ugly. Like right now I have blue in my calendar. A lot of times people who aren't advanced at skinning, they only care about the main page and they don't go and look at all the sub-menu options, and then they don't realize that they haven't changed a lot of colors in their coding that they need to change. So when you're working on a skin, make sure you go to all the links, make sure everything looks solid before you give it out to people. Alright, so that's my #1 rule, because when I started skinning, I definitely did not do that, and it was hideous, and I'm now having to go back and change all of my skins and fix things, and it's just a pain in the butt because I have so many of them.